Hey guys! As many of you know, the Uniformation GK3 Ultra is now on sale. This large-scale resin printer with a massive build plate and print area is currently on a $300 saving early bird offer, and many of you are keen to act on this. I've had a number of emails from folks saying, "Before I buy this printer, I want to see your review," which is very flattering. But I'm not really sure, due to personal circumstances, that I'll be able to get a video review done in time. So this video is not a review, but it's hopefully a quick summary of some of my findings so far, which I hope will help you guys make an informed decision before committing to purchase. So no soft soap, no false claims or window dressing, and let's get on with it. I love the GK2, and the GK3 Ultra honestly looks like this but doubled in size. So there's a plug-in air filter, quick clamping build plate, a plastic resin tray which clamps in place, dual linear rails with ball screw, and an all-round feeling of quality. And I'm really pleased to say that it still successfully preheats the resin. This model has both Wi-Fi and Ethernet, though so far I've been unable to find much use for either. It even has a 16K screen, the biggest I've personally seen so far, and an impressive screen resolution to match. But this is all sounding like a review, and that's not my plan here. So I guess it's just fair to say that the GK3 Ultra is exactly what you'd expect to see from a bigger version of the GK2, along with a few extras like a resin feed system. However, there are a few issues to consider. Firstly, it comes in a very large heavy package, with one box inside another, and within that is a bolted steel frame surrounding the packages. And this is great, but ideally unboxing and carrying this printer is a two-person job, and lifting it is tricky as there's so much plastic to grab and so little metal. I think Uniformation would have been wise to do what Frozen did with their Mega 8K and add handles to the side, just to make life easier for their customers. Unfortunately, despite all this packaging, the lid on my unit arrived cracked, and the crack is near to the hinge. So a very large ugly repair may extend the life a little, but ultimately it's a serious problem for a printer designed with a flip-top lid. The USB stick contains no user manual, but there is a paper version. I prefer paperless, but mainly in this case because this printer arrives pre-leveled, and the manufacturer's answer to an unleveled machine is watch a video. If that video was on the USB stick, then all would be well. So maybe that's something for Uniformation to think about, but ultimately it's not a major issue. For me, what is a major issue is fan noise. Now, things started off nice and quietly, but on the third test print, my unit developed a very loud fan noise. That's not a noisy fan. That's a faulty fan, and cooling is critically important for the life expectancy of these LED screens. And that brings me to the 16K unit in this machine. Until this point, the best printer in the large resin range was the Frozen Sonic Mega 8K and 8KS, with 43 microns of XY resolution, which isn't all that impressive these days if I'm honest, especially as we've been spoiled lately with typical quality of 14K screens within the mid-range section. However, this printer has an incredible 20 by 26 microns of XY resolution. So yes, it seems rectangular pixels are here to stay, but this print quality, on paper at least, is almost as good, for example, as that we see on the Elegoo Saturn IV Ultra 12K. And my test prints to date have looked very sharp in the hand, matching this expectation. Unfortunately, when magnified, there does seem to be a pitting issue. I've seen this on every print I've done so far. Now, it's very early days to point fingers and draw conclusions, but my guess is that this is relating to the new 16K screen. It may be our friend the ACF liner, which this printer seemed to arrive with, but it's much too early to be sure. And please remember, these are highly magnified pictures, and in the hand they look great. I would expect these to be of suitable quality for jewellery makers, and that they'd probably paint up very well. So all in all, my brief conclusions about this printer is that it is now the king of the large resin range. I've no doubt Frozen and Anycubic are already squeezing 16K screens into their printers to challenge this. VogMan may be, but traditionally they've been a bit slower in this section of the market. So yes, it's the best. I've experienced some problems, but personally I've only ever heard positive comments from Uniformation owners, and hopefully that will translate to improvements and good customer support. So finally, would I recommend you buy one? Well, it is the best on the market that I'm aware of right now, though this is a fast-paced industry and competition will catch up fast. I'd bet hard money that we'll see more large 16K printers before Christmas. But overall, this is what I'd expect to see from Uniformation. And if you do choose to buy, check the link in the description of this video, as there's a VogMan promotion code for a free NFEP, which will always come in handy. Finally, please remember guys, this was not a review. I'll hopefully have one available for you in a couple of days, but I certainly hope this will help those fence sitters make up their minds which way to jump. So that's it for this video guys. Take care and thanks for watching.